Time for JesterEngine.com's Daily Tech Rundown. Welcome back to Tech Minutes. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Maya. Short, sharp, and caffeinated. Let's dig into the ad war that's landed squarely in our living rooms this Super Bowl season.
Anthropic bought Super Bowl ad time and dropped a cluster of pregame spots teasing that ads are coming to AI, but emphatically not Claude. They framed Claude as ad-free and used cheeky, slightly dystopian sketches to jab at OpenAI's decision to put ads into ChatGPT. It triggered a big reaction online, and even an extended post from Sam Altman. Maya, is this theater or strategy?
It's both. On the surface, it's classic brand theater. A bold, attention-grabbing move timed for maximum reach. But strategically, Anthropic is trying to create a trust narrative. They're signaling, we'll stay ad-free. We won't monetize your conversations. That's a powerful differentiator when privacy and trust are front of mind for enterprise and consumers. The Super Bowl buys them cultural cachet and forces the industry to talk about business models.
Fair, but we've seen companies vow to stay ad-free before and then pivot when revenue pressures mount. Fast Company compared this to the old cola wars. Is Anthropic risking credibility if they change course later?
Absolutely. The history is cautionary. Vowing to be ad-free can work as a short-term positioning tactic, but it sets an expectation. If Anthropic pivots later, they'll pay a steep brand cost. That said, making the promise now can win users and partnerships in a crowded market, provided they build sustainable alternatives to ad revenue, like enterprise contracts or paid tiers.
OpenAI didn't stay quiet. Sam Altman posted a long rebuttal calling the ads misleading and dishonest. How likely is it that this escalates beyond marketing theater into regulatory or trust battles?
The public quarrel itself is a trust test. Regulators are watching the data flows and monetization models in AI. If a campaign convinces consumers that one platform is less intrusive, regulators might get concerned about anti-competitive signaling, but more likely they'll probe transparency and consent. The real escalation would be litigation or formal complaints over false advertising. Altman's post is a defensive PR move, but it also frames the narrative for OpenAI's customers.
So, aside from the snark and the music cue choices, what does this mean for the average user interacting with chatbots next year?
Expect clearer choices. Some platforms will lean hard into privacy and no ads messaging. Others will adopt ad-supported models to subsidize cheaper access. Users will need to weigh cost versus data exposure, and developers will need to be explicit about how prompts and outputs might be influenced by monetization.
Quick, friendly prediction. Who wins the brand war?
For now, Anthropic wins the headlines, OpenAI wins on scale and user base. Long term, the winner will be whoever builds the trust infrastructure, transparent policies, third-party audits, and clear monetization that users accept.
Nicely put. Let's move on.
Before we wrap, let's zoom out. This isn't just a Super Bowl spat. It's a bellwether for how AI firms monetize. What are the likely ripple effects across the industry?
First, expect copycats. If Anthropic's positioning moves market share, rivals will highlight privacy, or alternatively, normalize ads and assistant conversations. Second, ad tech will circle AI like sharks. Ad networks and brands will want in because conversational reach is valuable. Third, enterprise buyers will ask tougher questions about data usage and ad targeting inside models.
Could we see a bifurcated market? Ad-free, premium assistance for privacy-sensitive users, and ad-supported assistance for mass market access?
That's the most likely outcome. Think of it as a subscription tier versus a free ad-supported tier model. The nuance here is whether the ad-supported models inject promotional content directly into conversational outputs. That's the line Anthropic painted, and how transparent platforms are about it.
A little banter before we go. If chatbot ads get weird, like a pizza chain giving relationship advice, will anyone complain?
Only if the pizza chain starts offering coupons mid-therapy. Then people will absolutely complain. Humor aside, the ethics get complicated if monetization alters the neutrality of advice.
Final takeaway for listeners who build or choose AI tools.
Read the terms, ask vendors about data use and ad policies, and demand transparency. Brand promises are handy, but verification, audits, certifications, and clear contracts will be what protects users and enterprises.
Great wrap. That's our 5 minutes. Thanks, Maya.
Thanks, Jordan. Tune in next time for more short takes on big tech moves. The preceding audio summary was created at JesterEngine.com, where you can find and verify the original sources.